Hi there, and welcome to day 8 of 14 days of yoga. So take a moment to settle in. I'm going to prop up my hips. It's usually my jam. Whatever feels good for you. And when you get there, you can soften your eyes, just letting the eyelids naturally gravitate towards the earth. Resting the palms on the thighs. Take a full inhale. And exhale it out. Again, full inhale, filling the lungs to the top. Exhale it out. Last time, full inhale. And exhale it out. Continuing to breathe here on your own. And just notice. So notice what you're feeling today in this moment. Notice the thoughts that come across your mind. Notice the emotions you're holding on to right now. Just observe. As you breathe, notice the quality of the breath. Are you breathing through your nose or your mouth? What's the temperature of the breath? Where does it travel to? Where do you notice it in your body? And how does it feel there? And when you exhale the breath out, what's the journey it takes? Where do you feel it in your body? Has it changed? Taking one more full breath here. And in this stillness, set your intention for class today. Or if you want to dedicate your practice to someone, hold them in your heart. Send them a little extra love today. And letting your eyes open just a crack. Gently roll the head clockwise and counterclockwise. And this is your neck, so be gentle. Enjoy the journey. And then inhale your shoulders up. Exhale them down. Again, rolling them up. Letting them go. Last time, rolling them up. Exhale them down. Coming forward onto all fours. Removing the blanket, sliding it out to the side. Palms under shoulders, knees under hips. And start with that right leg, straighten it, flip the toes, and then reach long through the top of the head, through the ankle, one straight line like an arrow. Maybe rocking forward and back, rolling out the ankle a little bit if it feels good. And then inhale, keeping the length through the heel. Exhale, slide it over to the left outside the mat. And then shifting the gaze over that left shoulder. Take a full inhale into that right side body. And exhale, coming back to center. Release the knees, switching sides. Straighten that left leg, flipping the toes. Again, rocking forward and back, keeping the length through the spine. Rolling out the ankle if it feels good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sliding that foot outside the mat to the right. Take a full inhale into that left side body. And exhale, coming back to center. flipping the toes, lift the hips, coming to downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here to warm up. Walking the dog out, grounding through the right heel, bend the left. Grounding through the left, bend the right. Shaking out the head gently. Taking a few breaths here to move in whatever way feels good for you. Don't be shy, take a moment. Just move, how does it feel? Take a full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. Looking forward, walking the feet up in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Last time. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Bring the big toes to touch. Sink the weight in the heels and drop the hips. So bending the knees, lifting the heart, coming up to chair pose. So pulling the core in and up, legs squeezing together, arms lifted. Take a full inhale through the fingers. Exhale, lower the chest, bring the arms back, active through the fingertips. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, lowering fingers back. Last time, inhale, lift the heart, keep the hips low. Exhale, release the chest, arms back. Straightening the arms, straightening the legs, rooting through the feet, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders up and back. Standing in Tadasana for a breath. Heart lifted, palms active. Feel the connection between the feet and the earth. Long through the top of the head. Take a full inhale. Exhale it out. Coming to tree pose. So shift the weight into that left foot to start. Take the right foot, bringing it on the ankle, the calf, or avoiding the knee, you can place it on the inner thigh. So a couple options. See where you are today. Foot is connected to that standing leg. So feeling that connection like a magnet, right? And then from there, lifting up through the core, through the heart, through the top of the head, like there was a string pulling you up. Bringing the arms to your heart. Standing here. Softening the gaze, your drishti is what it's called. Looking at something that's not moving. Maybe a crack on the floor. And then just breathe here. And if you fall out, you get back in. It's not a big deal. And then releasing that. Switching sides, ground through that right foot first. Get the foundation, maybe even spread the toes. Left foot goes to the ankle, the calf, or again, avoiding that knee, you can place it on that inner thigh. Wherever you are, just feel that connection between foot and leg. Lock it in. And then from there, this lifting feeling. So that right thigh is lifted up off the kneecap, through the heart, the top of the head, hands to heart. Engaged, lifting. And finally, your gaze, your drishti, looking at something that's not moving. And then release that down. Coming to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms to sky, palms touch, thumbs to forehead, to lips to heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release your hands. Step back with that right leg, drop the right knee. Interlocking the thumbs, rising up, low lunge. Hooking the thumbs, sinking the hips. Open through the heart. Take a full inhale, lifting through the fingers. Exhale, straightening that front leg. Forward fold, bringing the heart towards the earth, long spine. Pulling that left hip back, taking one more breath as you reach long through the left heel. And exhale, release, bending the front knee. Plant the hands, flip the right toes, coming back, lift that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Ground through the right heel, and then bring the left knee forward, coming to half pigeon. So for half pigeon, bring that left knee towards the left wrist. That top shin is parallel-ish, keeping that foot flexed. And then you'll lower down onto the hips. So you can use a blanket, a block, a book, a pillow, anything you need to prop up that left hip if it doesn't comfortably sink to the earth. With the hips in line, with fingertips in line with your hips, you can slowly walk the arms, the chest, the nose, the forehead towards the earth. And so we want to work to have the hips squared. And if your hips are super tight, this might not be the most comfortable pose, but if there's discomfort, I challenge you to sit in that and breathe. If there's pain, that's a different story. But maybe prop up the hips a little bit more, prop up that left hip a little bit more. For those that are here with me and sitting here with me, we're going to take 4 more full breaths. And see if you can soften the gaze, turning it inward. Relaxing the jaw and the space between your eyebrows. Relaxing that right foot, your glutes, your shoulders. Taking one more full breath. And slowly walking up. Removing any props you have under that left hip. Lowering onto the left hip. And then bring that right leg up and over. So we're coming to a seated twist. So taking a moment to get the sits bones planted first. Right foot on the earth. And if this is challenging for your hips, stay here. Seriously, stay here. You're getting the stretch you need. If you want to take it a little further, you can take that left arm, just hooking it around the left knee or bringing it outside, so we're coming to a little bit more of a twist. Take a full inhale, lifting through the top of the head. Exhale, twist. Coming back to center. Brief counter stretch over, unwinding to the left. Take that right leg up and over. Flip the toes, lift that left leg up and back, three-legged dog, releasing it down, down dog. Taking a full inhale, exhale it out, go. Looking forward, walking the feet up in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Last time, inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold. Bring the big toes to touch. Sink the hips down, lift the heart. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, arms back. Inhale, lifting the heart, fingers to the sky. Exhale, lower the chest, arms back behind. Last time, inhale, lift through the heart, hips low, and exhale, lower the heart, fingers back. Bring the palms to the earth, straighten the legs. Keep a slight bend in the knees though, and ragdoll, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Coming to stand. Roll the shoulders up and back. Inhale, arms to the sky, palms touch. Slight back bend, thumbs to forehead, to lips. to heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the hands. Step back with that left leg. Flip the toes, drop that left knee. Inhale, lifting up, locking the thumbs, hooking them, lifting the heart, sinking the hips. Take a full inhale, lifting through the fingers. Exhale, release, straightening that front leg, forward fold. Energetically pulling that right hip back. Flexing through the right heel. Long spine, take a full inhale. Exhale, release. Bending the front knee, flip the left toes, lift the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bringing the right knee forward, coming to half pigeon on the right side. So shifting the hips down. Taking a block or bolster blanket under that right hip if needed. And for me, like I know I've done this enough, my right hip is always more tight than my left. It's tighter, it's locked up. So I'm gonna use that prop. Fingertips in line with hips. Slight back bend as you lift the heart. And then you can walk the fingers, the chest, and the forehead down to the mat, melting the forehead to the earth. And then see where you can soften as you breathe. Take a full inhale. Exhale it out. Where can you let go a little more? Maybe it's in that left foot. Maybe it's in the hips or the glute. How about the shoulders and upper body? What about the space between your eyebrows or your jaw? Staying here for 4 more breaths. Bringing the breath inward. Softening as you exhale. And when you're ready, start to rise up. Plant the palms, removing the block, blanket, or whatever underneath that right hip. And shift your weight into that right hip. Bring that left leg up and over. Taking a moment first to get the hips settled. And if you can't comfortably get that left leg planted, stay here. Let the hips breathe, let them ground. Otherwise, you can hug the left leg with the right arm, or bring the elbow outside the left thigh. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, twisting to the left, keeping the length in the spine. And release, rotating over to the right side, gentle counter stretch. And coming back to center, bring that left leg up and over. Plant the palms. Flip the toes, bring that right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Release it down. Take a full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. Releasing the knees, coming to child's pose, big toes touching. Arms nice and long in front or behind you with the palms facing up. Forehead melts into the mat. Remembering the intention you set at the beginning of class for the person you're holding in your heart. Take one more breath for them. And slowly rising up, coming to hero's pose, sitting back on the ankles just for a breath. You can place a block under the hips as well. Palms face down, take a full breath, feel the breath in the heart. Exhale it out. And coming forward, we're gonna come to camel pose, just some back bend variations. And there's two ways to do this that I wanna talk you through. The first is, well, for both of them, you start like this. So everything in line on your knees. You can roll the mat over or place a blanket under the knees if you need some extra padding. But you come lifted here. So head over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over knees, everything in line here. And to start, you'll take your hands to the base of your lower back, fingers face up. Yep. And take a moment, roll the shoulders back and down. And then just start to shift the gaze up with a slight back bend. And this might be as far as you go. You can lean back a little bit farther if that feels good. Taking a full breath into the heart. And then exhale, engage the core, rolling up. To counter this, coming to child's pose, just sink the hips back, arms nice and long in front. And then rising back up. And so you can stay there, or if you want to take it a little deeper with me, the next option is you can start with the hands on your lower back to start, and then maybe flip the toes, right? And so as you start to lift up and back, the fingers start to fall down by those ankles, reaching for the ankles, keeping the heart lifted. Maybe you drop the head back. Really opening, you'll feel this in the chest, the heart, the shoulders. Taking one more full breath here. And slowly rising all the way back up. And again, coming immediately to child's pose to counter this, to recalibrate the spine, the neck. And then slowly rising up. Bring the legs out nice and long. Remove the flesh from your sits bones. There you go. As you inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Reaching for the toes, the ankles, the shins, wherever you are. Bending the knees, resting the chest is also an option. If you're looking for something a little more relaxing. Taking one more breath. And then slowly rolling all the way down onto your mat. Reach the arms overhead, stretch from your fingertips to the tips of your toes. Hug the knees into your chest, rock side to side. Come to happy baby with the arms inside the legs. Grab the outsides of your feet. Pull the knees towards the armpits, rocking side to side if that feels good. And then releasing the legs nice and long, coming to final Shavasana. So legs nice and long, let the feet fall open, palms facing up. Take a full inhale. Exhale it out. We'll be here for about a minute. Welcome home. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reaching your arms up overhead. Stretch from your fingertips to the tips of your toes. Take Taking a moment, rolling onto your right side body, pausing there for a breath or two. And we'll make our way up to a nice seated position on the mat. Taking your time. Take a full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. I always close practice with a moment of gratitude. So think of one thing you're grateful for. Hold it in your heart. And we'll close our practice with one Om. Join me. Take a full inhale. Namaste. Thank you, my friend. I will see you in the next video for day 9.